already seen this Against review. Sorry, this wasn't catered to you, but I love you. Thank you for coming. So we're gonna just make kind of a few adjustments here. I like closed guard for similar reasons to Cameron. I like that you've said efficient. I would have previously said lazy, but I actually don't think closed guard is lazy. I think that women, at least women I've trained with, have a tendency to have much more powerful hips than men do, and that's personally why I like it. I mean, I like using this obviously on women, but I have a lot of meatheads that I train with who just do muscly stuff and put themselves in stupid positions, so this is one that I really enjoy. I'm gonna show it from this angle. What happens with me is I'm not spatially aware, so if you need to adjust to see it, please do, because I will be adjusting in the incorrect direction. So I just need everyone to be aware of that.
She's aware.
So,
Okay. Don't adjust. Just
closed guard, starting from closed guard. Obviously I like this position because we can do quite a bit with it. We can do flower sweeps, we can start hitting submissions. I can stall here if I need a little bit of a break. But most of the time in this position, especially if you have particularly strong hips, your opponent is going to do what? Yes, how? How do we usually break it more effectively on women? Yeah, on the hips, pinning the hips to the ground. So one of the first moves I learned in Korea was called the Mr. February. The reason for it is, if you're having trouble remembering it, you should look like a pin-up calendar if you're doing it correctly. So it's basically just swimming. So we're going to swim underneath. I end up here. All right, so we're going to swim underneath. The important part here, though, is that I'm not below the elbow. If you're below the elbow, you're not going to get anything. You're just going to, what do you do? Pummel out? Yeah, pull out, and then I'm stuck here again. So Mr. February here. Boom, I'm going to trap just above the elbow here. Now, I'm going to feed this, if you're doing the gi portion of this, I'm going to feed 4 fingers into this collar here. So I have a lot of options off here. But for me personally, my favorite position here is something that's called the Masa Pao. Recently, Marianne hit this in a tournament. It was beautiful. I don't know where she is. Shout out to Marianne.
yeah.
This is called the Masa Pao, which is a little bit misleading because that's a type of bread that means sweet bread. There's nothing sweet about this. So, all right, 4 fingers in here. I don't have to do too much to open my guard. In fact, as you open your guard, I want you to focus on still keeping your knees tight. I'm gonna get onto my side. As I get to my side, keep that 4-finger grip in. So 4 fingers, easiest way to remember. 4 fingers in. I'm gonna pull the bottom collar as I push. That's kind of meat-headed, but it's very effective. Now, the reason I like this, other than how effective it is, and it seems like it would be pain compliance, it's more than that. So I'm cutting off her carotid on this side, cutting off the carotid on this side, and then we're treating it almost like a loop choke and pulling down. So I'm gonna pull down, 4 fingers in, here. Now, if I have somebody who's really resistant, or you're going with somebody who has no neck, which happens sometimes, I'm gonna push till I can get on my side. And I'm gonna show both variations of this, and then I'll kind of go over the details of it. So I can get on my side. I'm gonna keep my knees tight here as I keep the elbow trapped. Bring this foot up to the top here. So I wanna strip my butt just enough that I can make sure, hold on. If you have a hyperflexible partner, if you've got a lower cane, I'll show you an adjustment for this. So I'm gonna keep it just trapped here at the elbow. I'm gonna take my knee, extend. That's it. You don't have to do too much movement here. If you have limited mobility, this is good. Or if you're just like Cameron and I, you're a little bit lazy, this is great because if it fails, so let's say I go here and it doesn't work and she kind of turns away, it turns into an omoplata position. So
I love an
keep the
omoplata.
position secured. So, all right, so let's talk about that really quickly. So first, we'll drive that in hips here. Yeah. Mr. February, make sure we're trapped above the elbow. 4 fingers in. Keeping my knees tight. I'm gonna get to my side. Option 1, punch grip. Option 2, and for this one you need to shrimp your butt out just a little bit. I'm gonna keep this elbow trapped. Now I'm gonna take my knee and just, keep in mind everyone has a varying level of flexibility and range of motion, so do this slowly.